In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the podcast. How is everybody doing? If you're doing good, fuck you. Because, hey, why not?
But
what's up?
I'm tired. I hope y'all doing good out there. I'm tired, man. I was tired on my birthday, which was yesterday. I'm tired today.
Oh yeah, I was going to text you because it reminded me because I have Facebook is not installed on my phone.
Oh yeah.
But I remember late. I think it was like 8:00 last night when I remembered.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, oh, I could text him right now. And then I said, no, I'm gonna wait till the podcast, because then in my head I had like the podcast was going to start off with "Happy Birthday" to, but nah, I forgot. I completely forgot until you just said it again.
Oh crap! It's all good because I got mad about forgetting your birthday this year. I think honestly. Did I though? Did I text you happy birthday? I think I texted you happy birthday. But there's a year that I forgot your birthday.
I don't remember getting any messages on my birthday, but
that just makes me
for everybody
worse.
Listening and for the future, I really don't give two shits about my birthday because it's never been really a celebration for me.
Yeah. I feel that, but like for me, being a good friend is like keeping aware of stuff like that for me. You know what I mean? That's what it means for me. You know what I mean? Showing somebody that, hey, you care enough to like remember a date that you was born on. You know what I mean? So
that's good for your soul, but it means nothing to me.
Yeah. I get that. And it's fine. You know what I mean? It's just something that I like to do. You know what I mean? Because it makes me feel good when somebody's like, hey, it's this nigga birthday. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be pissed off if they don't, because shit, I can't remember how many times I forgot. But it's gotten to the point where I've like went into my calendar and I'm like, all right, people that I fuck with, his birthday's on this date, his birthday's on this date. Like, I was so paranoid about yours, I somehow set up 2 reminders for March 13th, I think, about your birthday. Yeah. And the list still needs to go on. Yeah. So what's been going on with you this week? You stiff?
Yeah. I haven't been like working out. It's just like maybe it's the way I'm sleeping. When I wake up, everything just needs to pop. And it's like, and I'm sitting here now and I'm like, I hope it doesn't come up on mic, but I did like crack my neck like 3 times.
Damn, that's one thing I can never crack. I'm always afraid of cracking my neck.
Oh, when I hit that good crack, I'm like, oh shit, I just killed myself. Because it's like the loudest. And I like, that could have killed me. But that felt really good.
Oh my God.
But no, what else happened this week? I mean, same old, really. I went out, I took some pictures, came back.
Speaking about
it, worked.
Speaking of that stiffness, Scrap, right? You know the one thing that actually does make me kind of stiff is every single time I get off that motorcycle, I feel stiff than a motherfucker. Like my hips.
Oh yeah, you in a position for like 20 minutes at a time, just like one position.
Right.
Like I can imagine it in the hand a lot more because your hand is more like closed.
They're really relaxed though. The only thing that kind of bugs me is like the throttle hand. You know, because that's the one that I have to use all that wrist motion in and try to hold that in the position to keep a speed I'm going in. Sometimes I have to hold the clutch and then readjust my throttle hand. I have to look to make sure there's nobody behind me when I do it though. I'm gonna slow down.
It's like anybody behind. I was driving somewhere and this guy. I hope he's going to get new ones put on or something. But I don't understand why some cyclists take off the side mirrors on their bikes. I really don't understand it.
That's actually pretty fucking dangerous. I don't.
Yeah,
it's supposed to let you know if somebody's like too close to you, behind you. It's like so much more awareness. Why would you take that off?
like I don't know if his was damaged and he, like eventually he's going to get some new ones put on, or he just took them off for aesthetics.
I mean, speaking of,
but,
isn't it
like,
illegal to even ride around without that on?
I have no idea. I really don't. But yeah, like I saw him coming, so I slowed down.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't tell you like how mad I was just watching him barely look. Like I'm like, okay, my dog, you ain't even got mirrors, so you need to be looking extra,
right?
Like high key.
You need to be swinging
like,
your neck around like an owl. 360.
I need to see you like turn your whole body to make sure that you in the clear, but instead of like, look, I'm good.
Right,
like, no,
right,
you
right.
good because I'm behind you. That's why.
This is the thing though, like, it's crazy. I hate when I do this. Like, I wish I could just take one look, but sometimes I get paranoid and I have to do a double take. Because sometimes I don't know whether it's like I'm hallucinating or some shit, but sometimes I'll whip my head around because I thought I saw something, but there was nothing fucking there. And there's times that I do that on a motorcycle and I fucking hate it. I wish you could just look once, check, and be okay.
I do a quadruple take while I'm in a car. So
Yeah,
I know like on a bike is more like more or less the same. Like when I'm at a stop sign, I look.
Yeah.
This is my thought process. Or not my thought process. It's because I don't think of anything. I just look to the left. I look to the right. Like I'm at a stop sign and I'm going straight.
Yeah.
I look to the left. I look to the right. I look to the left again, and I'm back at the right. I done did both sides 2 times, and then I'm going. I do it so fast that you barely notice when I'm doing it.
It freaks me out. You can see me when I'm doing it. I don't think I go do that fast, right? I look right. You know what I mean? And then I look left because I'm pulling out of my driveway this time. I think one time I was about to like leave out my driveway. I looked right and I started moving forward and then I looked left and then a car zoomed in front of my driveway. I was like, oh shit. All right, this is like, you need to look again.
Like even when in a on a one like at a stop sign and the crossing street is a one way. I'm looking the opposite side of traffic flow because there's been so many times where it's a one-way road. They only come from one way, so I don't have to look the other way. There's so many times I watch people go down the wrong way on a one-way, so I'm like, I'm looking anyway.
All right. Here's the thing. You know Ed Krosky's center? Yeah, you know there's that one, if it goes all the way out to that Marathon gas station, and then there's like is it a Marathon gas station? Anyway, I think there's a club or something out there, right? And I was taking a left. It was at the bridge. Anyway.
Okay. I know what you're talking about.
Right. I took a left, and god damn it, man, it was dark. I didn't see what I was like. You know what I mean? I thought I was going on the right road. My dog, tell me how I came in. I went to oncoming traffic. Taking a left and then almost ran somebody over who didn't expect the vehicle to be coming that direction, right? And then like he screams after I go past, like, wrong way. I'm like, oh shit. Like luckily the road is completely empty and there's that little dip. It's like they blocked off that air section that goes onto the other like right direction that I was supposed to turn in. So I had to like I was like, thank God my bike is made for like slightly off-road stuff too. So I like slowly like played with my clutch and throttle and like climbed my bike over that and then got on the right side. God, I was so mad. I'm like, God damn it, that would have been it. That would have been the last time everybody ever heard of me. They wouldn't have like heard about me for the next couple of days. They would have been looking for me. Dude, it was ridiculous. I was so upset. Ever since then, I've never taken that road again. At least I'm not gonna take it during the night. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that. If I'm thinking of the same road, that road is still very lit. It's like
it was dark,
adequately lit.
It was super dark when I pulled.
I mean, maybe a street light was out. I don't know, but like I'm thinking of the roads like at night. Even if I don't know if it might be a different road that you went on, but I'm usually see those roads adequately lit, so I don't know.
It's usually
maybe a street light was out or something like that.
On that same road, there would be like a car rental place a little further down, right after the bridge, kind of area.
Oh,
Yeah.
That road.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually lit.
Nah, that was dark as hell to me. I wish I had my GoPro going then. And then here's the crazy part though. I was coming here actually from my mom's place. I had like a 90-pound duffel bag strapped to my back, just sitting on the back seat.
Why?
I'm all like,
why not, like, when you get like some shit, like put the cargo on, like.
Well, I didn't expect to really come back with that much, and I thought, oh, duffel bag would be fine, right? But it wasn't that bad. Honestly, I was able to handle it. It was almost like just practicing riding with somebody on the back of my motorcycle. That's what it felt like. Because the bag pretty much just sat there. The strap was just on my back to make sure, it didn't like fly off by itself or something. But it was just, it was hefty enough that it just sat on the back of my seat, on the rear seat. And then the strap just, held it in place a little bit. It barely even pulled on me. You know what I mean? So all I did was lean forward a little bit, and I was able to ride. And I took some wide ass turns, but not dangerously wide. You know what I mean? So I took some. I'm coming here, and I'm just cooling, and we're coming to a stop. And I'm coming to a stop, and then this truck just straight merges into my lane. I'm starting to run like out of like fingers that I can count. That people just merge into me. You know what I mean? They can't see me. Yeah. And like in a situation like this, whenever I'm like in somebody's like, I realize that I'm in somebody's blind spot. I'll be like, okay, look.
And is this at night that you're
during
talking
the
about?
day, broad daylight. Oh, okay. Like it was around.
I
like
was gonna say at night I will understand because you the type of motherfucker that wear all black. So I was gonna say get like a very reflective jacket or something. Yeah. Because like you will wear all black on an all black bike and like it's like, how come you can't see me? I mean the road dark, you dark. I like if you don't smile, I don't know.
The problem is my most protective jacket that I own right now is a black jacket. So I always slap that thing on. People always like, why are you riding around with that thick ass jacket? And we're like, it's not like I want to. It's like 90 degrees outside. But this is the most protective thing I have. If anything happens, I just want to make sure it's not completely just skin to straight concrete. And I'm going to be sliding across the like freaking concrete like butter on a skillet, on a hot skillet. You know what I mean? But anyways, dude, he just merges straight into my lane. Like at that point, like I'm so used to like looking out for other people and like the bullshit that they're probably gonna pull. I didn't even get mad. You know what I mean? I pulled to the left, which was like a turning lane, right? And after he went ahead and just merged anyways, right? And then I like slowly pulled right back into the lane. And then I just chilled there. I could see him looking in his mirror because he realized what he almost did. And he's just like looking in his mirror. He's like trying to see if I'm going to pull up and say something. I'm like, no, I don't even fucking care anymore, man.
To steer away from this just a little bit. Just a little bit. This is why I've lost faith in like the government like a long time ago.
Okay.
So I was trying to figure out when we were gonna like. I haven't heard anything about like the second round of stimulus checks for like a long time, and we're long overdue from one.
Yeah, I've been wondering about that just yesterday, matter of fact.
So like we got our first one, like, or some people got their first one in May. A lot of people still hasn't gotten theirs.
Yeah.
So it's June now, and or it's about to like in almost like 9 days. It's going to be the end of June. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 9 days is the end of June, and we're going into July. They won't be talking or discussing another stimulus bill. Like they did talks, and then obviously it was too much, so they like shut it down. Because the one they were proposing was going to be like $3.3 trillion, and they were like, nah. And they talking about reducing it to 1 trillion now or some crap like that.
Oh man.
But they won't have a formal discussion on the next bill until July 21st.
July 21st
is when they're going to have a discussion on it. So if they have a discussion and it goes through, we won't see another payment until probably August or September.
Damn. You know the crazy part about it is, on top of the stimulus checks crap, I still haven't even got my taxes that I filed for already.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So on top of that, I still haven't gotten my taxes, and there's absolutely no way to really contact the IRS at this time. Not that I know of anyways. I've looked. You know what I mean?
Like, what does it say when you go to the check on my taxes, and you put in your information.
Something about it's being like still being processed or something like that, or you know what I mean. And at this point, I'm like, they must have held it for some reason, right? It's been way too long, but I'm still like waiting. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, it's cool, maybe. But like, after this small.
Last year when I didn't get any money on my shit, like it kept saying it's still being processed, and then it was like 3-4 months down the road, I finally got a letter saying, "Hey, we holding your shit. Something don't seem right. If you got a problem, call."
Bruh.
And I was like, "What?" It was like, "There's nothing you really need to do." Like the letter was like, "There's nothing you need to do. We're investigating it, or we're looking into it, whatever the case." And then 4 months after that letter, then it said, "So yeah, there was nothing wrong, but we're keeping the money to go." Yeah, you're right. It's like, we're keeping the money. And I was like, I mean, as long as that shit went towards my student loans, I don't give a fuck.
Bro, I'm like, I need to dispute some stuff from like 2018. You know what I mean? Because for some odd reason, no matter how much I try to tell these people, I'm like, I was providing for the family. It's like, man, we need paperwork. All right, I sent them paperwork, and we need more paperwork. I'm like, but what else do you need? But yeah, I think
I didn't want to. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I didn't want to spend all day talking about like stimulus checks, IRS people, and state of the world, because a piece of gaming news came out.
Finally, some gaming news.
Yeah, did you not see the PS5?
Oh yeah. That was pretty dope. That was pretty dope. I ain't seen nothing. Yeah. I don't see Xbox. It ain't really come out nothing yet. You know what I mean? I ain't heard nothing no talk about the Xbox though.
Really? The Series X came out.
I know.
Like, not out.
I know the information came out, but it felt like the PS5 was like way more fucking hyped. Yeah,
I mean, it was way more hype because like they waited so long to bring it out. Like Xbox revealed like what their station looked like back in March, and we were like, PlayStation, you gonna say something? Hello. And then like based off the way the PS5 looks and the way the Series X looks, not everybody was too enthusiastic by a tower, like a PC tower. Everybody got memes on this router though. But
dude, you know the best ones that I liked is where they like waifu, like they made waifu versions of like the PS5. Like they just made like straight up character designs from the PS5, and then I was like, these are kind of dope, and I like them. I've also seen like panty designs off of like the PS5 controller. It's just so funny what the internet does when they like get a hand of this shit.
I like that. Now, I don't know if it's true. I heard Xbox is going to do the same, but I do like the fact that the PS5 has a all digital version. Because I did not like the way the optical drive was attached to the PS5. I don't like it. It looks like a second thought. It's like, cool, we put it in this small form factor. Oh crap, we need to put the optical drive in. Let's just stick it right here.
Let's just make a curve. Let's just make this weird little curve that just pops out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Just stick it there.
Now, as far like, I will admit, like the PS5's reveal was hype. Like it had that dope lo-fi beat going. I was like, yeah. But
I'm still in the camp of wanting to have two, but consoles are like getting more expensive by the year. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Who knows what it's going to be? Who knows what it's going to cost? But I was looking at it, and I was like, I mean, the reveal was hype. I'm not a big fan of the design. It looks cooler than all the other ones that they've ever done, but I do like the tower that the Xbox Series X is, because I could easily put that somewhere in it and like lay it down, stand it up. I don't need a stand for it, and it'll just fit. My only problem with the Xbox, the Series X, is that it might be too tall to fit on the shelf.
Too tall to fit on the shelf.
Yeah, it looks like it could be. I don't know if it will be, but it might be.
You won't really know until you get your hands on actual one, or you look up the specifications if you're that extra guy, and then like get a ruler and start measuring out your shelf.
But they I don't know. This article that I'm looking at on Forbes is just saying that the PS5 and the Series X might be a $500 console.
But I hate going to Forbes because whenever I go to Forbes, I get that pop up and it won't let me read until I sign up or something, and I hate signing up for shit. Like, look at this.
Oh, I don't have that.
Oh my god.
I mean, I know Washington Post does that, and I'm like, fuck you.
Like, I do not want to sign up to your shit. Not worth. Right. You know what I mean?
But it might be. I mean, hey, if it does, like, if both come out to be like a $500 console, that's amazing. But we'll see. Obviously, nobody's come out with anything, and then once both consoles are out, then we'll see like what's going to be like good and what's going to be bad. My only concern too, as cool as the PS5 looks, I wonder if it's going to have overheating issues.
I would like to think that in this day and age, considering that they probably already went through it, you know what I mean? And Xbox has been the one that, like, even with the the Red Ring of Death, Xbox has been the one, to deal with like
that was back in the 360. Though.
Yeah, I'm
360 era.
I'm talking about like,
and then
as
the
a
PS4 came out though, and that had heating issues. So I'm not going to put it past them that they gonna fuck up again.
I don't know. I would like to hope that these people make these mistakes like generally once, and then like on the next design they have this in mind. You know what I mean? I feel like these mistakes happen because they didn't even consider that would be a thing that would happen. You feel me? Yeah. They probably play tested it for a couple of hours and be like, all right, this is enough. But like they got into gamers that play for more than just what they thought people were gonna actually play games for, and the thing started overheating. You know? Yeah.
Have you seen anything on The Last of Us Part 2?
I've seen people talk about it, but nothing crazy. What's been going on with it?
Oh, so you haven't been playing it or anything?
No.
Or not playing it, but watching people play it, I should say.
I don't like watching people play those games because it's so, like, I've been hearing so much good shit about it. I'm like, one day. Your one day is going to be like 10 years from now. It's going to be remastered.
You're still waiting to play The Last of Us. That's the problem.
I don't know. It's so weird, bro. I got like, it's one of those things that if you don't ever set a date for, if you don't ever put a deadline for yourself, you know what I mean? You're never going to fucking accomplish it. I don't know when on earth I'm going to be in a position to where I can get an Xbox and a PlayStation 5 or, you know what I mean? Or a PlayStation in general, you know what I mean? Or, you know what I mean? I'm going to be in a place where I can like actually play games that much, play through the whole story, depending like, considering how busy I've been recently, man, it's nuts.
I mean, with storyline games go, you play for however long you're going to play, and then you save the game, quit, pick it up another day. That's a good thing about story games. You're not going to sit up there and play for the entire time.
Unlike Destiny,
like a degenerate.
You gotta keep in, bro. I mean, I would definitely take a week. I would use a vacation. Honestly, nowadays, I would not use a vacation.
I mean, the game is 25 hours long, so it's like you can knock that out in like a weekend.
Yeah, true. Very true. I think that's the kind of game I am. The type to just try to sit there and knock it out.
Yeah, I mean, I would play it for like a couple hours at a time, and then I'm like, cool, that was a good session. Turn it off, come back the next day, play it some more. You know. I was liking the story, though. I'm not going to spoil anything.
Yeah.
Just in case there's people that are listening, and just in case you want to watch it later or play it 10 years in the future from now. But I liked the story as it was going on. I hated the ending. I did not like the ending. And it's just...
Was it because
I don't know.
It was unsatisfying ending? Like... Because there's some things that I hate the ending of, but it's not because it was a bad ending. It's just like I just dislike the ending.
It was bad and unsatisfying because there's not like I'm going to say there's like two endings, but it's not like a good ending and a bad ending. You can get one ending where you think, wait, is the game over? And then it continues for like another 35, 40 minutes after that point.
Damn.
And then it's like, this is the ending. And then I'm like, all right, this was a little bit better than what we did 40 minutes ago. But they're both kind of bad.
Oh, God.
But no, the game's kind of cool. I seen a lot of people were talking about how on Metacritic, I don't know what Metacritic gave the game as of lately, but they were saying how like these places like Metacritic give it like a high score, and they only played the game for like 2 hours and they never beat the game.
Yeah,
like it's a 95 on Metacritic.
I hate that. I hate that. Honestly, it feels like a lot of these times, like when they're like, I'd rather just go to YouTube and get like a review from a couple of people there that I trust than to like go to like some of these bigger companies. Because like when you get to a big company like that, their job is now to like play these games as fast as possible and then push out a review for them, right? But like they don't get to really understand and dig into it as much as they would as that one guy who sat and played it and then, you know what I mean, really took his time to review the game. These guys are like machines in these like corporation companies.
Like, I like as from what I've saw of the game, I like the game. The game is a good game.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's worth a 95 though. Like I just don't. Like, it's a good game, but 95, I don't know. That's a little bit too much. Sound like somebody got paid.
Yeah, right? I feel like people use their platform. You know what I mean? They got a lot of people. Somebody I know is playing the game right now. Matter of fact, they got just if the company's reputable, they'll probably be like, "Hey, man, review our game. What's in it for us?" And, all right, we got this much in royalties for reviewing our game.
I mean, cool game.
Oh God. Oh yeah. You recommended, just slightly off topic. You recommended that No Mercy movie. From Michael B. Jordan.
Just Mercy.
Just Mercy. Yes, Just Mercy.
Yep.
Bruh, I thought my tear ducts were broken, bro. I thought there was no movie out there that could make me cry. Bruh, I bawled. I fucking bawled, bro.
Just Mercy is a good movie. I've also watched, it's an older movie, but it's The Hate You Give. Is out for free as well for right now.
I might end up watching that.
I think today's the last day, so if you want to just go ahead, throw it like on Xbox Video or something like that, throw it in your rent box, and you can watch it for 13 days.
Does YouTube have it going?
I don't know.
Because I know No Mercy was free on YouTube for rent. So it'll hold it for 48 hours. Just Mercy, my bad. Why do I keep saying No Mercy?
I have no idea. But, I mean, if it's on there, I would try there too. Yeah, The Hate You Give is an older movie. Like I think like 2015 is when it came out or something, like not 2015, probably like 2017 maybe. And I've been meaning to get around to watching it. I hate the fact that I had to wait till it was free to watch it, but I love that movie. It is better than Just Mercy.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
The Hate You Give is a really good movie.
That's a very big accusation there. Yeah, I can actually get it in HD for
okay,
free.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, The Hate You Give I think is a better movie. It is, I would say it is and it's a shame to say this, but it's copy paste like what we're going through today in this movie.
Damn.
And it just goes to show you like how many times that we as a community have to see something like this, because it happened with Freddie Gray, happened with Philando Castile, it happened with this person, happened with that person, and it's just like the same thing, like in some type of cycle. And then this movie is just that, and is and I was like, damn. Yeah, I like the movie though. I really do like the movie.
Here's the thing. I was watching, it wasn't even that. I was on Discord, right? And this girl was like talking about how she feels like she's been called an entitled fool because of her support for Black Lives Matter movement. I shouldn't even say movement at the end of that. That made me feel stupid. But anyways, like they said, she repeatedly tried to explain white privilege, and they said blah blah blah. Look in the mirror, we all bleed red. There is no color. You are what's wrong with this world. And you get what I mean? And it's more like You know what I mean? Like,
there's a line in The Hate You Give, where Star is the main character's name, is talking to her boyfriend, white boyfriend, and he says, "I don't see color." Then she yells at him, "Then you don't see me."
Oh shit!
My color is me, and I was like, "Damn, that's deep." If you don't see color, then you don't see me. I was like, "Oh shit, that's deep. That's real deep. That's on deep on so many levels. That's deep."
What people also understand is it's almost like, you know what I mean? I kind of wanted to be acknowledged, right? I want my, you know what I mean, my race, my color, I want it to be acknowledged on top of that. But I also, you know what I mean, want people to understand that, you know what I mean, it doesn't, I'm getting like, you know what I mean, when I get pulled over by a police, I'm not getting the same treatment as somebody else for some reason. You know what I mean? For them, it's all like, I see no color, but okay, that's okay, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, all right, first, you don't acknowledge that. And then, like, second, it's more like, okay, this cop apparently sees color, though, because he obviously sees me as a threat or something like that. It's one of those, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah. I like the movie. There's a specific scene with her and her, like, supposed to be best friend. That was like everything. I don't know this person that you're talking about, but like she's like all for BLM, and then she was like, I mean, poor cop, like the cop is going through some bad stuff too right now, and then like it just sets it off. Like at that point, and I was like, oh snap, this is good. There were some funny moments in this movie too, that if you watch it, I will not spoil because they were hilarious.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm not even going to tell you what to look for. It was just funny. Like, you will laugh.
Okay.
You would definitely laugh, but you will probably cry more than Just Mercy. my tear ducts were running. I was like,
it was a weird mix between being like straight up just angry and then just being like tearing up. Because Just Mercy had a lot of moments where like hope was high. You know what I mean? And then it was just, I don't want to say too much. You know what I mean? Oh, God.
I mean, The Hate You Give, it was like, there was no like super high moments. It was like, mainly because I think from the title, you know, like shit is about to hit the fan. But everything like was very melancholy. And then it just made you angry. And then it kept getting you angry. And then it was like, and then there was like, towards the end, there's another high moment. And I was like, cool. Ain't shit changed. We still doing this today. And then I was like, by the way, y'all still ain't solved this issue. But The Hate You Give definitely made me think about like some charitable stuff that I've wanted to do, and like it's been on the back part of my mind, but it just reminded me of like everything that I want to do to improve the community and all that.
It was, I don't know, man. It's I was supposed to go to sleep at like probably 3, maybe 2. And then I decided that I wanted to watch this movie to get out of the way. I've heard so much good shit about it, especially from you, right? And then I went ahead and like slapped Just Mercy, got it right this time, on the screen. And boy, I was there till like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. in the morning. And that's probably why I'm so damn tired today.
I watched The Hate You Give last night, and then I watched Selma right afterwards.
Oh, okay.
Selma is okay. It's okay. It's pretty good. Just Mercy is way better than Selma is.
I feel like Just Mercy.
In my opinion.
I feel like Just Mercy was like a movie that I needed to watch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then I think The Hate You Give is also another one. It's like it's just like yeah. Have you been caught up with Tower of God?
Tower of God
at all?
I think so. I think I probably
episode 12 came out came out Wednesday. Did you watch it?
No, I did not. You always got to remember, I watch them all on Saturday so I can be productive throughout the week.
I mean, it's like 20 minutes, though.
But it's not the only one that
I know
watch.
you got 20 minutes.
But it's not the only one that I watch. It's not the only one that I watch.
You ain't got to watch all of them, though.
I don't have to, but it's something that I love doing every Saturday night. I pull up my popcorn, grab a couple beer, was sitting in my fridge. You do it on
Saturday, but you still ain't even watched this one.
I meant Sunday.
Today's Sunday.
My bad. I meant Sunday. It used to be a Saturday, but like since I dedicated my time to just hanging out with family on Saturday, I don't really watch anime on Saturday. And plus, like, my job sometimes makes me work Saturdays.
Like, you know how episode 11 was kind of like up there and like hypeness. It wasn't all that hype. It was like it was action packed between like the I forget the fish creature looking thing.
Yeah. It's supposed to suck them up and bring them up to the surface.
No, the one that's like a hunter.
Oh, yeah, the bull or something like that, whatever they called it.
The bull. Yeah. That's what it was called. Like the fight with them and the bull. I was like, oh, and then it ends, and then after it ended. After that episode ended, I already had in my mind, I'm like, oh man, next episode is not going to be as hyped. And then I was like, I was wrong.
Now you get me hyped for this episode.
One thing about Tower of God, it does not give you any previews to the next episode. So going in completely blind of what it's supposed to be.
And that's kind of dope, ain't it?
You just know. Yeah, it is. You just know it's supposed to continue where it left off.
Yeah.
And like, the start of the episode, I'm like, okay, yeah, I was right. It's not going to be as hyped. And then I was like, oh. And then by the end, I was like, oh, my damn.
It's been getting like that for me at the end of like Tower of God. I'm all like, where's the next episode? Fuck! There's no next episode.
This ended for Tower of God. I was like, no. But what? I'm like, you gotta be. No. I'm like, this one. I can't say this dude, this girl, this nothing, because that'll give too much. I said just this one. This one right here. This one. Look at you. Should be ashamed of yourself.
Oh my God.
Over there with your hands in your hair. With that face. And them eyes.
Those ugly ass anime eyes. Oh God.
But yeah, this new episode of Tower of God was pretty dope.
Bruh, I've been wanting so bad to like get into that. I think I finished watching because I think they got the rest of the episodes for the series on hold too. It's a magical index, but it's like the railgun version. So they focus on mostly the all girls school and stuff like that. And I've been really digging that show.
So season 2 of Harley came out like a while ago, and I haven't been watching it. I need to.
I forgot, man. Like I'm probably like episode 3 or 4 or something. God, I forgot that shit's ongoing.
And a thumbnail just spoiled. Like, I don't know if this is the final episode of the season, but it's like episode 12 of season 2. Mm-hmm. But apparently, Ivy and Harley kiss at some point.
What?
I'm looking at it and I don't want to click on it because I don't want to be spoiled because I need to watch it.
You need to know the context, why it happened, how it happened. I feel bad for Kite Man.
Did they almost die? Is Kite Man dead? Like, what's going on?
Fucking Kite Man.
Is Kite Man going to be cool with it? And it's like, hey, three's a party. Like, honestly, Kite Man seemed like that type of dude.
Actually, he actually comes off the different kind of way for me. I feel like Kite Man is going to be all like, I don't like, you know what I mean? I feel like you cheated on me. I feel like he's going to be that guy. He's oddly sensitive. Even though he, you know what I mean? He boasts and shit. He's like, that's his like thing. He's oddly fucking sensitive.
Be like, he's going to be at first. He's like, hey, I have both feet.
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear a thing, honestly, because you're like, you're going super robot on me.
It's like,
he's still going super robot. Get here.
Where, hey, I'm back.
All right, I can hear you a little better now. Maybe. Keep talking.
I was saying.
Nah, it's still bad.
I don't understand what's going on.
Okay, you're good now. You're good. I think so. I think you're good.
Okay, so I was saying that I think Kite Man is going to be the type to be like, is going to be mad at first, and then he's going to just be like, oh, wait, does that mean I can have both of you now? And just be cool with it.
Nah, not even. I don't even think so. I think he's just going to be super hurt. I don't even think he's going to be like, does that mean I can have both of you now? It's going to be one of those things you expect. I feel like people expect them to be this kind of way, but I'm all like, nope, he's like super faithful, super like whether it's a girl or a guy, if his girl's like
he could be faithful. I think he just still like, I think he's like also down with it.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm sorry on his character, man.
Like, I mean, his character seemed like a giant simp, so he seems like he's just down with it. Like, he's cool as long as Ivy doesn't leave him.
I guess, like, if he had to choose between the two, but like, what I'm trying to say, I think he'd still be, like, extremely upset, to be honest with you.
I mean, he's a simp. He's all day a simp. Like, considering that how much of a hyperbole the show is, he's all day a simp. Facts. Like all day, and then, like, if it happens and it's like they caught feelings for each other, and it's like, but I still love Kite Man too. Kind of. I just don't want to go out with him all that much. But I still love him.
Didn't he pop the question on her already? Like season 1 or something?
Yeah, and then she's like, this isn't the time.
Didn't he pop it again? Did she said yes?
I don't remember. It's been a few months since I last watched the last episode.
It's probably been like 1 month since I last watched. Probably a little over that, honestly. But I need to catch back up with that. God, I forget about this shit. There's so much things going on right now, and then my time, and then it's just these things that I love to watch and enjoy just slip under my radar, and I get so pissed about it.
That stuff. Now I remember what I was talking about when we were thinking of when we were going to watch, or we were talking about Tower of God. So I don't know if you saw, but this bullshit anime got a season 2 before the Rising of Shield Hero.
What?
Adi Foretta got a season 2.
Oh, well, here's the thing, right? Hopefully, like the season 2, it was supposed to be really good, but you know what I mean. I think they had
be really good.
I think they had to change the directors and something like that. So
maybe
it's not maybe. This is actually what happened, or something similar on that line happened.
I don't like. You were saying it so unsure, and I don't know that part. I just only saw that they get in a season 2.
Oh yeah,
I didn't read like if they changed directors or studios or anything like that.
I think they had a major change while it was being produced. This is season 1, which is why it came out like that. But it was supposed to be a lot better. But season 2, I don't know if they made any changes or not. I probably have to do some more research on it and see if they're gonna like be good, honestly. Right, because I'm feeling it's one of those things that the manga is probably like way better than the season. Like for season 1, the manga is probably like 10 times fucking better. But you know what I mean? Because
no wonder why it's all about like big booby girls.
Oh, right.
The director and I was wondering like, when it says the adaptation of the anime, director and series composer Kenji Yoshimoto. Also, one of his works is Queen's Blade. So that's why I said, no wonder why big booby girl. And I was like, that makes so much more sense. I'm like, why? Just why?
Yeah.
As soon as I see Queen's Blade, I was like, everything makes more sense now.
Yeah. I'm actually trying to look up more information on why it didn't come out as good. I've been hearing a lot of stuff about like they had like a major change mid production of this, and it just wasn't able to come out to be as good as it could. But hopefully it comes out. I don't know. Maybe hopefully the second season is better. Maybe. I think it got enough traction to where it could make a second season. Because even though it had certain sections that are kind of like meh, it still wasn't like complete.
A lot of it was meh. The only like the good parts were the parts where it's like he like first gets betrayed and he has to eat demons and all that.
Yeah.
And then the second part is when he runs into his old classmates. In my opinion, everything else in between that was just meh.
Bro, all I hear is like mad shit talk about this, bro. Maybe I was wrong, bro. It's like, why is the anime so shitty? 3 reasons why Ari Frette is not good.
I mean, you like what you like, I guess, but it's like
as fans. I mean, I can't say like. Here's the thing, right? I watch a lot of movies, and there are some that will be like emotionally like visceral for me. You know what I mean? Those like what I really consider to be like great, amazing. I didn't find Ari Frette to hit me on any of those levels. You know what I mean? But I still enjoyed watching it because there's been some other shit that I've watched, and if I had to compare them to Ari Frette, you know what I mean? I'd be like, those are worse.
This is why me and you disagree on this part. You can't when like people are saying like this anime is not good or is bad, you can't compare it to other trash that you've seen and be like, I mean, it's not as bad as those, so it's actually okay. It was enjoyable to watch. I watched it. It was fine. Yeah. Because you're comparing trash to trash. You got to look at the project as itself. Like you comparing two works to determine if this project is good, which you shouldn't. You should just look at the project as itself. Like when I look at My Hero Academia as itself, it's a good show. It's like it works on so many levels. Yeah. But I also know it's just like every other shonen. So you just copy and paste like key elements from storylines that's already been told a million times over, and it'll just work. So it works. It's not a bad show. But when you look at like Ari Frette as a whole, you can be like, as at least for first season, hopefully second season is better, like you said. But as far as first season goes, it's just like one good part. Okay. It doesn't go anywhere for a very long time. And then we get another good part. And then the show ends. Yeah. And then it's like, I don't like, speaking on that, I don't like the second season of How to Pick Up a Girl from a Dungeon. I don't like that one. I don't like the second season. It didn't have
Donmachi, right?
Donmachi, yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember it, so I said the entire English title. But I don't like the second season as much as the first season. As the second season by itself, I still don't think it's good. Like, because it won't be able to carry the show. If I just took second season, I'm like, what is the show about? Right. Like, at no point have they been in a dungeon. The one time that they showed the dungeon is at the last episode. Yeah. When something is like waking up in the dungeon, everything like before, like the story between Aphrodite and the one that's dead. I don't know her name. I can't remember. That was kind of cool, but everything else, like I didn't care for the Belle and Hestia fan service stuff and. But like second season as a whole compared to first season is definitely better, but second season by itself doesn't hold up.
I've definitely just kind of like put it off as like it's a harem anime pretty much. You know what I mean? It's practically like everybody's kind of vying for Belle's attention and whatnot. So like I wish I could be like I ship Hestia and Belle, but I'm like, then they're just gonna have another romantic moment between Fox Lady and Belle, or like the Gatherer girl in Bell or some other chick in Bell. So like I kind of just I understand this is just, you know, I mean, y'all just gonna try to ship them off with as many girls as possible, fan service on that. But second season, I can agree with you there. It wasn't as strong, honestly. Like especially the only real like exciting moment for me was the Minotaur fight in like first season.
That's first season Minotaur fight was cool,
but there's never been like any real, you know what I mean, visceral fights that's been like that. Such the animation, the dodging, the, you know what I mean, getting to see him just be a complete badass. It's been, you know what I mean. He's been taking on people that he shouldn't be able to defeat, and it's not like he really like in the end kind of defeats them per se, except for the big dude that he just like pulls out like some magic super, you know what I mean.
The Goliath or something like that.
Yeah.
The last enemy was called.
Yeah. You know what I mean? That's his special ability to be able to like take on like massive. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? His ability allows him to like level up. I don't quite understand it. But yeah, it's.
But just going back. So before we get too deep on like Don Machi, it's just like like you compare other animes to other animes. Like if somebody like not when it's good, because like you can see a good anime and it's like this is good because X, Y, and Z. But if somebody says this anime is bad, it's like your response is I've watched trash anime before. This isn't a trash anime. It's like okay, but it's not a good one either.
I can't. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm forgiving. It's one of those things that I'm getting down at.
I mean,
if I can sit down, I can enjoy the story and enjoy the ride that they're giving me. I don't think I'm necessarily too upset, but I would never put it up there with anime that I absolutely fucking love. Like, let's say it's
I don't know how you felt about Artie Frueta, but as far as the story goes, there's only I would say again, I think there was only 2-3 parts of the story that I actually liked. Everything else I didn't like.
There was a lot of I didn't like the pacing too much, honestly. There was a lot of like things that didn't make sense. It felt like it almost had like no direction in where it was going until like everybody was trapped and needed help to be saved.
It's like everybody's criticism for The Last of Us Part 2. Everybody's like the gameplay like works. It's like it looks good. Everything looks beautiful. It runs like how you would think it'll run. I mean, a lot of people that's playing it on PC are already shitting on like the combat. Is like I can't shoot with a controller. This sucks. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that's your fault. But at least like general consensus is that like gameplay looks good. Everything looks graphically good. It's just like story is like hit or miss with some people. It's like it starts off good. There's like a whole part in the middle that like get thrown out the freaking window, and then like it's just like stuff like that. Whereas like
I don't know. The story was still cohesive enough for me to like it. If I had to say, I can't. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. It's hard for me to like give like a proper critique on like story wise. It's just I can tell you what I felt when I watched it. It was an enjoyable experience to watch, and a few good moments probably just saved like the whole thing as a whole for me. You get what I mean? Because there's like you keep saying I compare them, but it's pretty much my like judgment thing. You know what I mean? I'll be like it's how I how I judge anime as a whole anyways. You know what I mean? I'm like, how does this anime make me feel? What about it did I like? And like, how does it stand up to the other anime that I liked? Stuff that I put on that high tier shelf. You know what I mean?
I guess if you put it on that high tier, because it's like, I would look at Artie Frueta and I would just sit here and I'm like, okay, I only like 2-3 parts out of this whole season. This is before I knew they were going to get a season 2, but I only like 2-3 parts out of this whole show. I am not comfortable with saying like if I had like my bottom shelf, which is like the trash shelf, the stuff I would never go back to watch. And they're all on the same plane. Like I would never put Artie Frueta, Sword Art, this one, that one, because Sword Art is looking way better than Artie Fuerte right now.
There's levels to this shit, man. I compare it to both the good and the bad ones that I've watched.
But at the same time,
yeah,
I do recognize this was bad. And this was also bad. But I'm not going to compare Artie Fuerte and Sword Art to each other because I'm just comparing two bad shows in my opinion.
I compare it to the good stuff too.
And then one of them is going to be better than the other, but by either slightly or by a lot. But if I compare it to good stuff, then it's shown enough looking like a bad show.
But I don't just
that's the big problem. If you compare a bad show to a really good show, then it's definitely a really bad show.
I compare them to both. You get what I mean? So I'm all like, all right, this didn't hit me as good as this anime did, which is one of my all-time favorite anime. You get what I mean? But you know what I mean? It didn't stoop as low to make me feel like, what the fuck am I watching? As this anime that's on my bottom shelf. So for me, I wouldn't say Ari Fuerte is the best anime ever, but I put it on somewhere probably middle shelf, bottom middle shelf.
Oh, no, definitely never. I mean, bottom middle, maybe, but not middle shelf. If there's 3 shelves and I only got space for 20 on each shelf, it'll be the very last one.
Oh God!
Because honestly, if I've watched even worse than that one,
they don't get.
I don't remember it. Yeah, they don't get the shelf at all. It's I don't even remember you.
Because the ones that I
remember so many times you did you watch this one? And then I have to see a picture. I'm like, okay, link it real quick. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, it could have been it could have been something about the anime that appealed to the aesthetic that I like. You get what I mean? The fact that the way he
isekai stuff.
I like isekai, but I think it was just his ability usage was what appealed to me. And then there's a whole harem around him too, so that kind of appealed to me in both ways, right? Yeah. And the story wasn't for me, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't you know what I mean? There's stuff that I've watched before, and I know you're gonna get on me about comparing it again. But there's things that I've watched before, and I couldn't understand what was going on during the whole thing. And if I can understand the story, I get where it's going, I can have an appreciation for it. I won't put it on my top tier, but I can have an appreciation for Ari Fuerte. I enjoy the characters, you know what I mean?
I think there's I don't know. There might be a difference between appreciating the art and appreciating the story. If you have to fill in the blanks for yourself from where you felt like the story was supposed to go, because I don't know if you read the manga. I don't read the manga.
I might.
So I have no idea how that story was supposed to be told, or if it was any different, or they just dropped the ball or something. I don't know what the case may be, but
I gotta look more into it.
What came out just didn't seem right.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people.
It started off so strong too.
At it was it had a good start, and then it just tripped over his shoelaces at some point. Right after that, it tripped over his shoelaces. It became
a fluff piece. Which is what I don't like. Here's one, right? The grandson's, what was it? The grandson, the great grandfather's magician,
the grandchild of a wise man or something like that.
Yes. Animes like that, they tend to just be kind of like a fluff piece, right? So and when anime starts turning into just straight up that, he's getting all the girls, he's a badass now, you know what I mean? When it starts turning there, that's when it turns me off. And I would say that one thing I didn't really like about Ari Fuerte that much. You know what I mean? It started slowly turning into the fluff piece. I'm like, okay, he's got this girl. Okay, now he's got horny dragon lady. Okay, now he's got this. You know what I mean? I'm kind of like, okay, y'all just kind of fluffing them up now. You know what I mean? This is wish fulfillment as a whole.
That's also what I feel like Konosuba is trying to get every archetype of girl. You got the tsundere, you got the lolly, you got this.
Here's the thing that they did really good about Konosuba, right? They showed these girls at their absolute fucking worst. You know what I mean?
They're still at their they're worse. What do you mean?
No. They usually show like Konosuba. They usually show like the archetypes of these girls as like such pristine characters, right? And even like they show like such like the dirty side too. Like the one part of like Konosuba that I love the most is when they finally went to the goddess's town that was dedicated to serving her, and everybody in that fucking town was like a con artist, including this one little kid who's trying. Like everybody's like trying to con somebody, and this is the town that was supposed to worship the goddess. You know what I mean? It's stuff like that.
I mean,
that just makes me just oh my god. That's I love Konosuba so much just because of that. The humor in it is just hilarious.
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, Konosuba is one of the ones where I would not watch again. Like,
really?
I know. It's. I think it's getting a third season.
Yeah,
or something like that.
They even had a movie that came out recently, fairly recently.
Oh yeah, I'm not watching it.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
One because it like not that it's bad.
Yeah,
it's just I'm not a fan of parodies.
And
Konosuba is a big parody.
It is. It is in a sense.
And
but so is One Punch Man.
A parody of parody. Yeah, and I didn't like One Punch Man for a very long time.
Okay.
And I'm still very indifferent on One Punch Man. The one thing that I like about One Punch Man is the fights.
Yeah, the fights are sick. Even though they don't mean shit to fucking Saitama
like
himself.
With other people. That's the thing, too. I like to fight with other people.
Right. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Because they have more stakes on the line, right? Whenever you see Saitama on the screen, you're like, oh, okay, whatever.
Like, because Konosuba is just a parody of itself, of every isekai. Mm-hmm. So, like, when Konosuba does have a fight, it's a accidental win.
Yeah.
And I don't like parodies. I don't like parody animes, and I don't like parody movies. Like the times for like Scary Movie Part 10 and stuff like that, I'm done. Like it's hard for me to go back and watch Scary Movie 1 through 3. Oh God. It's hard.
That'd be
like I don't know if you tried to go back to watch it, but I was watching it one day and I was like,
I don't think I can.
This is corny and cheesy as fuck. I can't watch this anymore.
I don't think I can, honestly. I think during the time I probably could watch them, but like, I don't think I can go back and watch it again, to be honest with you.
It's like humor that's lowbrow. I don't find all that funny. Like Konosuba had like a lot of lowbrow moments, but it didn't have like intellectual humor, but it had like some
slapstick
humor that I was like. I mean, but I think slapstick is still kind of lowbrow, but it has some humor that I was like, I would give like a, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Oh, okay.
You know, but like, I don't know.
I fell for it. I fell for it.
Once third season comes out, I won't watch it.
Yeah. I feel like they kind of led me into the jokes for some of those jokes. You get what I mean?
Held you by the hand.
Yeah, it's just kind of like, it's almost like a whole like comedy set routine where the comedian has got this joke planned out and he kind of leads you into the joke and then you get hit by it and you weren't expecting it. You get what I mean? Yeah. It's like a whole comedy routine. And like, I really enjoyed some of the moments of Konosuba that were like that.
Yeah, I think too, going into Konosuba not knowing anything about it.
Yeah.
Had I known that it was a parody, my expectations of it would have been a lot lower.
What were you expecting to see when you jumped into?
It's an isekai, so I expected to see. I saw this. I mean, the very first episode was like pretty good. Where it's just this otaku kid that has to go to school.
Yeah.
And then he gets hit by a car.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool. He has to talk with Aqua and he's like, all right, I'm going to be this. In order for me to be reborn, I'm going to be a badass. So I thought he was going to do the isekai trope where you start off as nothing and become great. But he start off as nothing. He got more abilities, but he's still nothing.
Right. It's such a fun ride.
And I think that's like between first episode. That's like first episode and second episode. So by the time like the second episode came about, I was like, I was like, okay, I get it. This is a parody. Now I have an understanding of what this anime is. So I watch it all the way through season 1 and season 2. Yeah. And I'm like, okay. And then at the end, I was like, if there's a season 3, probably won't watch it.
You went pretty far though. Just season 2.
Yeah. I mean, I gave it all the way to season 2. I mean, at the same time, I wasn't watching anything else. Okay, it was probably between that and Blend S, and Blend S is a slice of life that's like turn off your brain and watch.
That's one of the ones I can't like. Slice of life is the one like the toughest genre to hit. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'd rather watch something like Konosuba, because Konosuba gives me some good laughs, especially if like I've had like a beer or two and I'm watching Konosuba.
Yeah. God. And Blend S isn't like a good slice of life either. It's it's one of those. It's like a what I forget what's the genre called, but it's like very girly and just like nonsense.
I get where you're coming at. Yeah.
So it's almost like Umaru-chan.
Is it that the horse one? With the animals?
No, Umaru-chan is the one where there's this super popular girl. Is like smart, athletic. When she's at school, when she gets home, she puts on like a hamster onesie hoodie, and she's like a little kid. It's like Blend S is like Umaru-chan. It's like turn off your brain, just watch it for what it is.
Okay. I can feel that. Got
it's like it's not like a good slice of life, but it's a slice of life that you could just go like.
There's one slice of life that completely took me by surprise, and then I watched like a while back. I might need to watch that again. It was called Medaka's Box or something like that. God, was that? Because it turned into straight up shonen like fight scenes. You know what I mean? I was like
I know like there's a Madoka Magica, so I wonder if that's like a spin-off from it.
No. There's Madoka. This is like straight up
Medaka. Okay.
Yeah, Medaka. Like I gotta find like a copy link address. I'll drop it in Discord. But the thing is,
okay, I'm on YouTube looking at the trailer.
I just put best vibes on there. I didn't expect it to be this kind of thing. It was kind of like they also had the whole conversation. I mean, of course, they made they made geniuses seem like freaking superpowers, but they went on that they kind of like had their own talk about geniuses versus like hardworking people and stuff like that. And then like, you know what I mean? And the relationship between the girl and then the dude. I think the girl's the main character, and then the dude is the fact that she's a genius, but the dude is like a super hardworking, you know what I mean? And like they, you know what I mean? I love the relationship that they have with each other and whatnot. And it was great. I don't know. I really enjoyed watching it. And it took me by surprise, honestly, because I think when I first started watching it, it struck me as very like slice of life thing. You know what I mean? Classroom, and they started talking about who's smart, who's not. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, kind of just like, you know what I mean? I thought it was going to be like a conversation, but it's just straight up turned into shonen. I'm like, oh. You know, I didn't watch any trailers. It's just something I picked up and I watched. I'm like, this shit is raw. Yeah. But
yeah, I'm glad I watched the trailer, because if I don't know. I feel like this AMV that you dropped is probably misleading to the anime as a whole.
I don't remember. It's been a very long time since I watched it.
Yeah.
But I
mean, from the trailer, it doesn't show any fights. It shows them doing like cool moves, like just them like jumping in the air, getting on his bicycle. But there's like bubbly poppy, ha ha ha, what you doing over there? Stuff like that. So I would go in thinking of it as just, this is like some school slice of life anime.
Cute slice of life,
and
right?
then be like you and be surprised when like stuff like this pops up.
Yeah.
But if the anime itself wasn't this as a whole, I would be disappointed that I was like, okay.
Was this slice of life? You'd be disappointed? You'd be mad?
No, I'd be disappointed if you showed me this fight stuff and like the first 20 something odd episodes are slice of life. And then I'll be like, Yeah,
But I do
that's why
remember a lot of
I'm glad I watched
conflicts
it.
coming up.
I'm glad I watched the trailer first. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I don't remember it, so
And
I can't tell you if that's exactly how. It's one of those things that I had to have to go back and watch and remember if it was like that. But I do remember like really enjoying it though, honestly.
Yeah.
Because I expected to be slice of life, and then like every once in a while shit would hit the fan. And like I really like some of them. Like some of the conflicts didn't even last that long. Honestly, it just I don't know. It was an enjoyable watch. It was an enjoyable.
I wonder
watch.
if this is like one of those like one season things, like kind of how like Rosario Vampire. It was like Rosario Vampire was a 2-season thing, but it was like it's supposed to be like some type of weird shonen show, but it was like very slice of life for a majority of it. Mm-hmm. But I think, unfortunate for that.
I think there's a
unfortunate
season
for
2.
Rosario Vampire.
Yeah, it was so bad though. I wish they. Oh god, I don't know. I feel like just some guy who was super confident in what he thought people wanted out of this show, and he was like, "We're gonna run with this." And like, no matter how many times people try to tell him, "Hey, man, I don't think this is quite the direction."
The manga is so good compared to the show, and like Artie Fruetta is probably in that same boat. It's probably like a repeat. It's like times has changed. People love the harem stuff now. I was like, I mean, bitch, that's what you think.
Yeah.
Right. We should end the podcast there.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for listening. If you listen and you liked it, please follow us on our social medias. On all of them, they should be in the description box below. Like us, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your mom, or don't tell your mom. Just put it on in the background and just have her go to sleep. She'll just retain all this information, and then she'll somehow know about isekai anime. So that being said, we'll see you all next time. Hopefully, if we don't die. Bye.
Oh god. Freaking isekai anime.